Hey YouTube, welcome back. Problem number 234, Palindrome linked list. So in this problem, you're given the head of a singly linked list, and we need to return true if the list is a Palindrome list. And the Palindrome list is basically a sequence that reads the same backwards and also forwards. So let's give it an example. If we have let me just take this here. Let me delete everything and let's only have the code. Because I guess it's better for us guys to focus. So let's say that if we have this as an input, it will read like from forward 1 to 1. If we read it backwards, it will be 1 2 to 1. So it is the same. So how can we solve this problem? So we need to solve it in a time complexity of O of n. How we can do that? We can do this in 5 steps. First, we can use like we can find like in this linked list, we can find the middle and find the middle of the list using slow fast pointers. We use 2 pointers for that. And after that, we reverse the second half of the list and we compare both halves node by node, because if it's a palindrome, the first element should equals the end, and the end should equals the first. When we move these pointers, every number should equals the other number. So basically the right half should equals the left half. So we will reverse the second half of the list. After that, we compare both halves by node, and after that we will restore the list. If you care about structure, we can do that. Also, we return true if all the values matches, else we return false. How we will do this? So first, we have some base cases. I highly recommend you guys to look at the constraints. So the number of the list could be from 1 to 10 in the power of 5, and note that the value can be 0, it can be less than or equal 0, and smaller than or equal 9. Okay. So we might have no head. So if we have no head or there is no head dot next, we return false. Okay. So number 1, we need to find the middle using slow fast pointers. How we'll do that? We create let slow will equals head, and let fast will equals head as well. So how we can find the middle in a singly linked list? So let's create a while loop, while fast and fast dot next. Okay. So I would say slow will equals slow dot next, and fast will equals fast dot next. So slow it goes on one step and fast go 2 steps. And after that, we reverse the second half. Okay, so how we do this one? We create a variable, we call it prev, and it will equals null, I guess. We'll start with null. I'll create a while loop again, while slow. While we have, while slow is still available, it's not null. So I'll create a variable called next, which will equals slow dot next. Basically, we store the value in here, and slow dot next will equals prev. Basically, we are swapping here, and prev will equals slow, and slow will equals next. Okay, it's pretty confusing, I know. Okay, so let's just try to understand what's going on here before going to the next step. Let's try to describe it one by one. So first, let's think about the first while loop. Here we find the middle using slow and fast pointers. What's happening here? Basically, we use two pointers, slow and fast. Slow will move only one step and fast will move two steps. The goal, when fast reaches the end of the list, slow will be at the middle, because slow goes one step and fast go two steps. So fast go two as much as slow can go. So when fast reaches the end, slow will be the middle. So when we find the middle, okay, let's give an example for that. So let's say that we have, this is our list. Let me do it like that. So this is our list. The middle is 3. So basically, when we start here, slow and fast equals the head. The fast will go 2 steps, so the fast will be equal to 3, and slow will equals 1. The fast will go 2 steps again, so the fast will be equals 5, and it will stop looping, and slow will go 1, and it will stop looping, and 3. So this is how we find the middle, okay? Here, what we are doing, here we reverse the second half of the list. What it does basically, it reverses the second half of the linked list in place, starting from the slow pointer, which is the middle. If I just called slow middle, I guess it will be easier for you to understand. So how are we doing that? Let's take an example. So let's say this again here. Let's take the previous example. The slow is 3. So we reverse from 3 onward. So the prev is null here. So next will equals slow the next. So prev will point to 5, which is the new head of the reversed second half. Slow, because null will be, we are done with this reversal. This is how it will be done. Okay, let's understand. So first here we save the next. Here we reverse the pointer. Here we move prev forward. Here we move slow forward. Okay. So yeah, this is what's happening here. So endly, we need to compare. This is the last step. So we will have left, which will equals head, and we have right will equals the prev. Basically, the right will be the head of the reversed second half. Okay. I'll create a while loop. While right if left dot val doesn't equal right dot val, we return false. Otherwise, we continue in this while loop. So left will move 1 equals left dot next, and right will equals right dot next. And if we didn't return any false, that means everything looks good. So we return true. Let's run and see. It didn't work. Why? I don't know. Let me focus here. What did I do wrong? So first here, while slow, let next equal slow dot next. Slow dot next equal previous. Previous will equals slow, and slow will equals next, and we continue to get the next one. And here with creating while right will equals previous, left will equals head as it is, nothing was changed. So if left.val doesn't equal right.val, we return false, and we said right left will equals left.next, or right equals right.next. Here we're creating a while loop. So while let's put this while, oh no, head. So we have slow and fast, and both of them equals header. Slow equals slow.next, and fast equals fast.next.next. Everything looks good. Why it's not working? Ah, sorry, it should be true. I made this wrong. Sorry, guys. Let's submit and see. What? Why? Um. Gosh, I'm pretty low.next equals priv. Let's run it again. Okay, it did work. It did work. Let's submit. This is getting a little bit weird for me. So if there is no head, there is no head.next will return true. Okay. We have here slow and head fast, previous equals null. Okay, 1 minute. I will just to copy the solution that I had earlier, and let's see and submit, see if it will work or not. Oh shit, it did work, but why? My solution was exactly the same. I don't know what happened, but like, yeah, if you know what did I do wrong, just put it in the comment section below, guys. So yeah, that's it for this video, and see you in future videos.